missing listeners. Don't worry, got a little bit of his and hers. Just 5 minutes, gonna be the mission from morning to night. So buckle up and ride with Michelle and Kyle. Coming at you with a smile. So come and stay a while. Good times are the only style. Good day life. 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 Gonna be the mission from morning to night. So buckle up and ride with Michelle and Kyle. Coming at you with a smile. So come and stay a while. Good times are the only style. Good day life. 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 Good day life.
I feel like I gotta do this.
Come on.
Welcome to Good Day Live. Today is what? Wednesday.
20.
5th?
I'm gonna say the
January-
5th.
Yeah, you got it. January 25th, 2023. We're so happy you're in the studio with you, me,
How we doing?
Kyle, and Andy, and Natasha. We're great. We got the chat. Let us know where you're tuning in from so we connect with you. I'm Michelle Murad if we're meeting for the very first time, along with...
Oh, Kyle Trueblood.
Drum roll.
How we doing? Hope we're having a good day.
Yeah.
If you're not, we'll help you out. We had a good response in the chat yesterday.
We had a girl into the show, so wherever you are, you can chat with us and call in with us and talk to us,
So it
which
goes.
is exciting.
You
Yeah.
look like a French baguette today.
Thank you.
I can dig it.
Merci.
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 Yeah.
I was watching a lot of Emily in Paris, but it's super hot in the studio today. It's 70
Are you hot?
degrees here in Los Angeles. I'm
It's
hot.
70 degrees?
Yeah, I'm hot.
Wow,
Aren't
good
you
for
hot?
us.
Woo, I'm
Making
hot.
the rest of the country jealous. It's still January.
Yeah, I know.
That's awesome.
It is awesome.
That's why we live here.
So I would live here. Give a congratulations to Miss Paris Hilton, who just welcomed her first baby boy.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Last night or this morning, she let the news out that she had a little boy.
That's
baby
awesome.
boy.
Congratulations to Paris
to
Hilton.
Paris Hilton. Also, congratulations to the Oscar nominees.
Oh, my man from
Who's-
Indiana Jones.
Yes, he's nominated.
So excited for him.
Oh, I'm so excited.
I still have to see that movie. I haven't seen that movie yet.
Yes. Is
Everything,
that everything,
Everywhere, All at Once.
All at once.
I want to see it.
Yeah, let's
Have
talk.
you seen it?
Let's talk about the
You saw it? It was
nominations.
good?
We've got a special friend in the building,
We
Mr.
do.
Ben. Ben, what's your last name? Ben
Mr.
Stein.
Ben
Give
Stein.
it up for Ben Stein. Give it up for Ben Stein for being in the house. So let's talk about this for a second. Did you see
Yeah.
Top Gun?
Yeah,
You did.
of course.
Was it? Is it Best Picture? You
Like,
think?
yeah,
Really?
100%. Yeah.
What's
yeah.
that? No, we're
These,
just talking about them. I don't have pictures. I'm talking to Andy, our producer. If you don't know who I'm talking to, this is a live studio show, so bear with us.
Top Gun deserves a nominee.
it?
I don't know if it deserves the win. I'm not sure, but it definitely deserves a nominee. We're talking, they pushed the boundaries in what you can film.
How so?
They were actually in fighter jets.
Oh, were they?
Yeah, that wasn't all CGI.
Oh, I didn't watch it.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
I'm just,
oh, okay,
I'm
yeah.
asking you,
They,
like,
like, really-
is it worth it?
You know, with film, if it really gives a testament to like what it's about, then I think it should be nominated. Like after you watch Top Gun, you're not just like, oh, Tom Cruise is cool. You're like, I really
Tom Cruise is cool.
no, because like that's what usually Mission Impossibles do. But this
Yeah,
one
yeah,
does. I really respect the Air Force,
Okay.
and it gives that kind of a
So you would say this is a Best
notion.
Picture?
Yeah.
nominee.
It was very well
Hands
shot.
down.
I mean,
Okay.
it's almost flawless. I would say it's close to flawless. the shot.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Women Talking, which stars Frances McDormand,
Love her.
Dee Dee Gardner, Jeremy Kleiner. Did you see this?
I didn't see this.
Then we got Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Gotta see it.
Yeah.
Did you see it?
No, I haven't seen
Okay,
it because I told
okay.
you I'm everything everywhere all at once.
She is.
So I have to like get time
like that.
to
That's good.
designate to watch. Yeah.
Johnny on the spot. You're
Johnny
quick.
on the
I
spot.
like
No,
that.
it's true. That's what I am.
That's why I have a talk show.
The Banshees of Inisherin. See, this is how much I watch
The what?
the movies.
The what of the what?
How much I watch the talking pictures.
Yeah, the talking pictures. She is from the 30s. Wait, what was that one
the
called?
Talking Pictures, the Banshees of
I haven't heard of this one.
Triangle of Sadness. I mean, like, why would I want to watch that?
These are nominated pictures.
The Fablemans with Steven Spielberg, who was nominated for Best Director. All Quiet on the Western Front.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Avatar was nominated. Do you think that was like worth the nomination?
Well, I mean, again, pushing the boundaries of film and technology. That's where we're at today.
Okay.
You can't just shoot Anna Karina like 29 times and continuously get nominated. Like
Okay.
some things have to push the boundaries. We have to go further and go into the future and really
Okay.
see what else we're capable of. And that's what Avatar and Top Gun did. I think that's what those two films are about.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very good. And then we've got Elvis is nominated
I want to see
along
that.
with Tar.
Tar, also want to see with Kate Blanchett. Heard it was amazing. However, I do want to throw out there my
Yeah.
man Tom Hanks, who is the lead actor of my favorite movie of all time,
Yeah,
Forrest
yeah.
Gump.
What's your? Oh, yeah, you're right. You actually do sound like Forrest Gump sometimes.
Life is like a box of chocolates. Never know what you're gonna get. It's not bad. So anyway, he received a Razzie for his role in Elvis, which I'm disheartened by.
Aw, don't
I
be
thought he was
disheartened.
amazing.
Yeah, let's talk about Best Actor
Leave my
nominees.
man Hanks alone.
Brendan Fraser for The Whale.
yes,
Who
yes,
doesn't
yes.
love Brendan Fraser?
Who doesn't love Brendan
Austin
Fraser?
Butler for Elvis.
Yeah.
Colin Farrell
The
for
next
The
Brad Pitt.
Banshees.
Oh.
Bill Nye. Oh, terrible.
Colin Farrell had an amazing year in acting.
Did he?
He played the Penguin in the Batman. No one even knew. He stole the show. No, someone tell me he didn't steal the show on the latest Batman.
I didn't see it.
Oh, he literally steals the show. I'm talking.
Really?
Listen, I love Robert Pattinson. I have. I'm not a fan of Twilight, but I do like all of his other projects. I really do. Good Time.
Yeah.
The Lighthouse.
Yeah.
All great with Robert Pattinson. I was really excited for him to play Batman. Colin Farrell comes in here with a bunch of makeup and steals the whole 3-hour
Really?
movie. Steals the whole thing.
Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Congratulations to him.
Best actor nomination.
He can get nominated for supporting for Batman.
Let's
He could.
talk about international feature film, Argentina,
Argentina.
1985, All Quiet on the Western Front, The Quiet Girl, Close, and EO. Have you seen
Please
any
don't
of these?
cry for me.
Argentina.
I want to see on the Western Front.
I never left you.
Good voice.
Thank you.
No, it's on Netflix. It's All Quiet on the Western Front. I saw the preview and I was like, I gotta watch this.
You gotta watch it and let me know what you think.
All right.
And then Best Original Song, Natu. This is a Life. Lift Me Up, Rihanna. I mean, Hold My Hand, Lady Gaga. Applause, Diane Warren. That's really cool. Best Actress, Michelle Williams, The Fablemans, Kate Blanchett. Ana de Armas for Blonde. I still have yet to see it.
It came out.
What?
Blonde came out.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
You think she's nominated because it didn't come out?
Yeah, right. I'm so shocked. Blonde.
Michelle Yao, Everything Everywhere All at Once, and then Andrea Riseborough, it's called To Leslie. Michelle Yao is killing it at the awards, so I think
She is.
that's where it's headed. Best Animated Feature. Did you see any of the animated features?
Well, let's see what they are.
Turning Red, Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio, which took
Ooh.
12 years to make. Did you know that?
Really?
Yes.
12.
12.
You hear that?
12 years.
12 years for one film.
12 years.
I get shouted at all the time. I make films. He got a Razzie. He got a Razzie.
Wait, he got a Razzie
No,
for this?
no. Guillermo didn't. Tom Hanks did.
Oh, for Pinocchio?
Huh?
Wait, for Pinocchio?
For the Pinocchio one? He got a nomination.
Oh, well,
Oh,
he's not
I
there
didn't
yet.
release mine
He's
yet.
not there yet. He's in the process.
Yeah, time management. So like I get screamed at all the time, but my producer's a very time efficient person. He literally watches television at 1.5 speed.
No, he listens.
Listen, sorry.
Yeah, that's right.
And well, no, watches technically.
Wait,
Watches.
what?
He's nodding.
He-
Oh, you just listen at
You
1.5.
can't really. How
Okay.
can you?
You could.
You can?
Yeah.
Oh. Oh,
Yes.
Ben has something to
There are
add.
different Pinocchios. There were 3 different Pinocchio movies this year. The Guillermo one is different from the Tom Hanks one.
What?
Really?
I didn't even know Tom Hanks was in Pinocchio. We got our buddy Ben.
That went TikTok viral for the sound for the voice actor of the Pinocchio.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
It's funny. And then the Guillermo one is like the consensus best one.
Have you seen the Guillermo one, Ben? Have you seen it?
I saw the Guillermo one.
What do you think?
The other two. It was good. I mean, my personal favorite
Yeah,
for him
yeah.
is, I think Puss in Boots 2.
Yes. No.
Everything out of water.
100%. I agree with him.
Puss in Boots 2 should be nominated for
Puss in Boots is out of control. Shout out to
I can't believe it is. Oh, it really is nominated.
lead actor Antonio Banderas.
Yep.
And then we got
Salma Hayek,
Marcel the Shell with Shoes On, and the Sea Beast. Have we seen this? Anyone else seen that?
We got to go see a lot of movies this year.
But we can skip best documentary. Sorry. Live action short film. I'm sorry.
Live action short film.
Best original score.
Live action short film.
Babylon. Justin Hurwitz. I'm a huge fan because of La La Land.
So there's a live action short film category.
Yeah.
Huh.
You should apply. They do have. You should apply. The Fablemans. You were nominated for an Oscar?
No, I said why not?
Oh.
So every single movie nominated.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Were you impressed by most?
Short form, the docs, the
Yeah.
acted, everything.
How were you able to do that? You just like.
Because something the Lemmy used to do it, and people go see all the shorts and the docs in one day.
That's
They do
cool.
that over the weekend.
That's cool.
You did that all in one day?
I would love to do that.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then you went into the long features.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Over a period of time.
I would
That's
love
so
to do that. That
cool.
sounds like great.
That sounds so fun.
Should we do that this year?
Sometimes I saw 3 movies in one.
Oh, I want to do that.
I would do that. 100%. Get a coffee.
You would go?
Go in sweats. You got to go in sweats. Can't go in like nice stuff.
You gotta
3
go in
movies.
nice stuff. You go in sweats.
3 movies.
I
I'm
would
in
go in nice
sweats.
stuff. I always go in nice stuff.
I've actually been told by a few people, like, Kyle, I don't know if you were educated or not, but you can't go outside in sweatpants.
I
And
never
was like,
said that.
I was like, maybe you weren't educated in the New Jersey way of doing things. We
I
wear
said
sweats to
I
business.
said I like you in business clothes.
Business clothes.
I
to
like you.
suit
I
me.
like you in host clothing.
Although I don't look like this usually.
No, Kyle usually wears like a t-shirt or sweatshirt or like.
I've been mistaken for a homeless person on 2 occasions. One of them was on set. I was told I wasn't able to have. Did I tell you the story? I was playing a homeless guy.
I believe that. I've seen it. And
I showed up to
I
set.
was like,
They did my makeup. To be fair, they did do my makeup and my wardrobe before the rest of the crew saw me walking around the crew.
yeah.
And one of the guys walks up to me like, I'm starving. My scene's coming up. I'm starving. I go to grab a bagel. One of the PAs comes up to me and he goes, no, you can't have any bagels. It's like, oh shoot, my bad. I won't eat.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking like it's some sort of weird rule for like COVID or something. And he was like, no. So I backed up. I find out like I go to set. I go to the set. They're like, your scene's up. I started eating anyway. Everyone's like eyeballing me like, what's this guy doing? I'm like, I don't care if it's against the rules. I need to eat. I have a scene. Walk onto the scene. I start my lines, and the director says, cut. He's like, why can't I hear him? The sound guy goes, I didn't know he had lines. And then 2 other people.
Oh, they thought you were.
2 other people come from the back and they're like, dude, we all thought he was homeless.
See, that's what a great actor you are, Kyle Trueblood. Shout out to our friend Chris who's watching the live stream. Hey Chris, how you doing? Good to see you. Let us know how you doing. We got
Chris.
Best Supporting Actress.
Did you get his email?
No, I did not. Angela Bassett for Black Panther. I'm sure she's got this. Carrie Condon, The Banshees of, I can't say this. Jamie Lee Curtis, Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Nice.
Stephanie Sue, Everything Everywhere All at Once. Hong Chow, The Whale. I mean, these are incredible people.
Yeah.
Best Director, we got Steven Spielberg, Daniel Kwan, Everything Everywhere All at Once.
My man Daniel
Wait,
Kwan.
why aren't there any women nominated this year?
For what?
To Best Director. There are no women nominated this year.
Really?
Yeah. Best Visual Effects.
For Best Director?
Yeah, Top Gun was up there.
Maybe there wasn't enough.
Listen, if K. Hugh Kwan doesn't get a Best Supporting Actor award for Everything Everywhere All at Once just because of his like speeches,
Right.
I'll be so sad.
Honestly, I think they will just for the press.
Yeah, and I've always like I don't know what it is about me and like watching people accept awards, but I just become like in love with the person, not the like actor. And I want them to win. You know what I mean? Like it's not about their performance to me. It's about the way they accepted their speech. I'm like, this person needs to win.
Joaquin Phoenix accepted an award. His acceptance speech was great.
That was weird. Wait, which
Everyone
one?
else thought it was weird
Was that
for the
one where he was
Joker.
talking about? Oh no, I didn't think it was that weird.
Oh, okay, which one was
when
weird?
He was talking about being vegan. Was that the one?
Yeah.
I thought it was a a little weird.
It was. I mean, he's a weird dude.
He's a weird dude. That's why. I mean, that's why he does what he does.
Right.
And I do what I do.
Shout out to Joaquin,
and you
man.
do what you do.
Yeah.
So shout out to all the actors.
Definitely look up to him.
Yeah. There's a lot of stuff going on in the entertainment news.
I'm excited. What date is the Oscars?
That's a good question. I will look that up for you momentarily. But can we get into that Alec Baldwin stuff?
Yeah, we can do that.
Let's get into it.
We can do that.
So he is now they're coming forth. He's being charged with involuntary manslaughter.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on
Good
this?
lawyer. Charge doesn't stick.
No, what are your thoughts on the whole thing?
Honestly, I have friends who were friends with the cinematographer that died. She's from AFI.
Oh my God, she was?
Yeah, she was from the year of with Daryl.
Oh no.
Yeah, my old roommate. Yeah, they're friends.
Gosh. Oh,
it's like kind of hits home a little bit. Yeah, it was weird. I never met her.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm brushing passing at parties and stuff, but she's an AFI member from the year I moved here.
That's terrifying.
So there was a lot of people that I was friends with that were like distraught over this.
Yeah.
And you know, even with sadness, even with people make mistakes, someone clearly made a mistake. I get it. It's involuntary manslaughter. I don't think anyone really deserves, especially the cinematographer, to have passed from this. It's a really unfortunate happening. But again, I don't really think anyone deserves to have a record or a charge stick or do some time. Like, that's insane. The guy who loaded the gun, I don't think it's appropriate to. It's clear the actor gets handed the prop. He didn't make the prop. He didn't set the prop up. He didn't even bring it to set.
I know, but
why would he?
It's because he's the executive producer on the film.
Oh, that's why.
Yeah, he's the executive producer on the film. Like he's like the head honcho on this. So like he's getting flack for that.
Yeah.
And then like Hilaria Baldwin is like getting attacked with like paparazzi, and she's got like all these kids. So like
why is she getting attacked by?
Well, it's just her husband.
Oh, just because it's her husband.
And also because, like, it's interesting. I watched this clip last night from Fox News, and they were saying that people don't like him because he's kind of a jerk. I'm like, that's not a reason to be charged with involuntary manslaughter.
Yeah, that's insane.
I don't care what people say.
Listen, this country's founded on freedom and democracy and diplomacy. Like, let's not start this slippery slope of, I don't like him. Hit him with everything.
I don't like him. That's not how it works.
That's not how this country works.
Well, I think they're also just saying that, like, he's, like, come out, like, against people that own guns and, like, going off and off at how people shouldn't own guns. And then ultimately he's the one that, like, does what he does. And, I mean, it just...
Who put a real bullet in this thing?
I don't know.
That's insane.
It's so strange.
On top of the fact, like, why use a real gun?
I mean, honestly, I don't know. Don't they have prop guns?
Yeah, I just shot a whole live, not to compare myself to a feature film from Hollywood, but there was like 3 guns. I just made Pincer Dawn. We're gonna release in a few weeks, and
exciting!
There's 3 guns in it. They were all props, and like when we got there, this is after the rush thing. Yeah. But when we got there, I had everyone hold the gun and press it to the ground.
Oh, to make sure there was nothing. That's a smart move.
No, it is. It is because they're not mine. Someone gave them to me.
Like my makeup trick that I just did while you're talking. I was like, no.
Well, I pressed them all to the ground. No, but I gave them to everyone else to press to the ground just so that everyone could be comfortable because we're going to be pointing them at each other on film.
Yeah.
You don't want to be on film wondering,
no.
I didn't check that gun that's pointed at me right now.
Well, so do you think that like people are coming after him because he is kind of a jerk?
I think it's I think it's just clickbait. I think it's an extremely unfortunate circumstance, and it's clickbait. I don't think that the charges will stick. Okay. I think this is extremely unfortunate for him. But at the same time, if you're gonna shoot a movie with guns, somebody's got to be there checking the gun. Yeah, especially if you okay there to be a real gun on set.
Yeah, for sure.
100%. We have to just. I mean. It's just such an easy thing to avoid. I think that's where people get frustrated and come after him with the law.
Can we also talk about there was an earthquake last night?
Yeah, what? I got the text.
Earthquake. Wait, I didn't get any text.
I got a couple texts. You okay?
You got an okay text?
I got an okay text. Not from my parents.
You didn't check in on me?
Not from my parents. I knew you were okay.
How did you know?
Because I was okay. No one's.
I wasn't with you.
No, I know that, but like.
I know that I could have been not okay.
No, I got a text from my uncle. He was like, "You all right? I heard there was an earthquake in LA." I was like, "Nothing happened to anyone."
You should have just you okay?
I should have.
No, it's okay. It's okay. You don't have to. 4.2 earthquake on the Malibu coast rocks of Los Angeles. When I walked in this morning, they were like, "Did you feel the earthquake?" I was like, "Huh?"
It was in Malibu?
Oh, no. That wasn't what happened. I walked in, and then something fell down, like almost on Natasha. Thank God she's okay. And then I was like, "What happened?" And she's like, "It's probably from the earthquake." I was like, "What earthquake?" And she said, "Last night."
You didn't find out about it until you got here.
I didn't.
Hilarious.
I mean, this is how much.
Hope everyone's safe out there, by the way.
Yeah, be safe. There's like so much to talk about. And
Nice.
I mean, when I saw that Paris Hilton had a baby boy, I was just like, oh, that's awesome.
What'd she name it?
Oh, that's actually funny that you bring that up. I don't know the name, but do you know that this is funny? Kylie Jenner's baby boy, she named him Air, which in Arabic means Adi, which means penis.
Means the penis in
Arabic, which is funny because they're Arabic.
They're Armenian.
They're Armenian. I'm Armenian. I didn't even know that.
Right.
What do you think of that? I thought it was heir to the throne kind of thing. No?
I don't think she's gonna change it.
I don't think she's gonna change it either. What other entertainment news do you want to bring up?
I thought
Kai?
Zizi meant
no.
penis, but whatever.
And then the Razzie nominations, I didn't know who was nominated, so I guess Pinocchio was nominated?
Well, the Pinocchio that Tom Hanks did, that's not the Pinocchio that Guillermo del Toro did.
Okay.
Which does make sense because Guillermo del Toro did a stop action clay Pinocchio, which you can't obviously put humans into.
And not that we have, not that I really want to say, get into this, but, Pete Davidson removed tattoos off of his body of Kim Kardashian.
He should. That's stupid.
But I mean, he's got so many tattoos. It was one of them said, my girl is a lawyer. One of them, he had multiple tattoos for her. He also had a tattoo for Ariana Grande. First of all, not to give anyone advice, don't get a tattoo of your lover on your body. This is going to say, I don't know. I just
Love comes in seasons.
It does come in seasons.
You know,
everyone is not forever. Even when you get married, not saying divorce, but my mom and dad, my mom passed before my dad, and so but that's different.
I would get a tattoo then.
Oh,
that's when I would get a tattoo.
When you're 70?
If my wife, if I'm 70 and my wife passes, God forbid, 100%.
You would get a tattoo? Aw.
100%.
Yeah.
Now, Mr. Pete Davidson, you have a, shall we say, stellar track record. Don't mess this up.
Yeah.
Cut out the tattoos. Just show up. Do your thing. And
He's a stellar record. All the women that he dates are beautiful.
Yeah, but I also want to throw out there that, for all the beautiful women he's dated, they end pretty quickly.
They do. Well, 8 months isn't that quick. 8 to 9 months? You think that's quick?
Some of the people he's dating, I'm sure people would want to stay with him longer.
Some. Maybe he gets right to it and he's like, nope. Thank you, next.
Wait, you assume he's the one breaking up with them?
No, I don't.
Actually, I think it's the opposite.
I think it's the opposite.
Yeah.
Yeah, he seems like a sweet dude.
Seems like a sweet guy, but I feel
really
like
nice
he's
guy.
like a seasonal person. He's like a jump step or a backup or a rebound kind of a guy.
He's like the hawk Chuck. When you date him, he leads you to your next guy.
Correctamundo. He's
Although
just.
he seems like such a nice dude. You don't
really?
think I get good vibes. I'm not attracted to him.
You get good vibes from him?
Yeah.
He's a comedian.
You get good vibes from him.
He's a comedian.
Yeah, I know. And he's also an actor.
I wouldn't say good vibes. I don't get bad vibes. I just get he could probably be kind of like an a-hole sometimes.
Of
probably.
course. So could you and so can I.
Yeah, but I don't give good vibes.
You do give good vibes.
I give good vibes?
Yeah, you give
Look at
good
me.
vibes. You give good guy vibes.
Good guy vibes.
Only when you want to.
This is also true.
You have to get to know you first.
You do have to get to know me. You do have to get to know me.
The video of us from yesterday looked like I was so in love with you.
Hilarious.
Holding on for
you
dear
love
life.
me. I don't know if you're in love with me. I don't think so.
Yeah, I love you for sure. When you're but you look like you're leaning away.
Really?
A little
That's
bit.
hilarious.
I'm like, don't go.
No, they must have got you on a blink and me pulling back after we were done.
Yeah, no, I don't. It's okay.
It's all
okay.
love in this studio.
It's nothing but love in this studio.
I got to shout out also. Do you guys check out this gold behind us?
Yeah. Look at the gold behind us.
I love this.
Look at we're 2023. Look at you and me. We're leveling
it.
up. Level up.
Leveling
it looks
up,
great.
leveling up.
It looks really great.
It does.
It looks really, really great.
It does.
Listen, talking about me while we're live is not a good look.
Yeah, she's gonna call the shots.
What's that? You're trying to make me money. Yes, we're trying to make more money here at the studio. So if you want to sponsor our show, email us at michelle@gooddaylivetv.com or marketing@gooddaylivetv.com. Or what other email can they email, Andy? shopswaytv.com. Oh, wait, what is it? Even I don't even know that email.
Sounds like me now.
I don't sound like you.
People will be like, "Oh, Kyle, you're on a talk show. I heard about this." Or how do I watch a talk show? I'll call it Michelle. Michelle, how do they watch a talk show?
Oh, that's always so annoying to me where you don't know the link. It drives me nuts. SwayTVLive.com.
I got other things on.
Oh, you got
Not other things.
Oh, okay.
But like other things I'm focused on to talk to him
fine.
about.
It's fine.
How about Spring Place?
It's fine. Oh, what about Spring Place?
I was talking my guy up yesterday.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I'm fully behind this production. I just
One
happen to have
star
a
for the
lapse of
day.
memory on the address.
It's okay. The Spring Place or this place?
This place.
Oh.
We have like 5 different
171
links.
South Barrington
No,
Place.
I
Oh,
know.
wait, I can't believe I
Why
just said
would
that.
you-
I don't know. In Utah. I'm sorry.
There you go. Anyway,
the red tape's
you have
gonna
like
start
you have
coming
like a problem with like giving out too much
out.
information.
I do, Kyle.
Yeah.
You're like, oh Lord, can I come in tomorrow?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Anywho,
Are we
speaking
safe?
of which, Marissa Gold.
Yeah, we got Marissa Gold coming in today. Hey! The star and creator of Life 2.0 here at Sway TV.
Mhm.
So make sure you hit that follow button. It's all about living your best life in a second chapter.
We're definitely gonna get some crazies tomorrow because.
Oh, should we ask her about? Should we ask her about yesterday? About like the whole thing that we got all heated about yesterday?
Oh yeah.
Wait, can I say that you're gonna go? Oh, wait. Oh no, you changed your mind. You said that you wouldn't. Really, Kai? Don't do that to me. Aw, okay, it's okay. But no, Adam is not dropping this. He's like, you gotta come. And I was just like, where's the next one? He's like, Sherman Oaks. And
That's
I was
way
like,
better.
Sherman Oaks. And then he said, okay, he's not a lead in the Sherman Oaks one. That's why.
All right. So we're going to San Pedro to watch a play.
Tomorrow. You go? You said you would. Over
Amazing.
text. I have the text.
I'm thrilled for the play. I'm thrilled for the actors. San Pedro.
Yay! Something really good is going to happen for you if you go. I
For
have
sure.
a feeling.
That's true.
I mean, it's good for me.
Last time I didn't want to go somewhere, I had $300 stolen from me. You know, hopefully this is different.
Story. This is a true story.
It's a true story.
I made Kyle come to an event. I was like, Kyle, you're not going to meet anyone in your apartment. You got to come to the event. And then you were like, the next
Fine,
thing you know.
I'll go.
Yeah.
What happens? By midnight that night, $300 missing from my account.
$300 missing from your account. I'm
Anywho.
sorry. That was not my fault.
No, it's not. It was not your
I
fault.
mean, I take responsibility. I take responsibility.
You should take responsibility.
I do.
I'm just kidding.
Okay.
You weren't responsible for that.
Not for that.
You weren't responsible at all.
All right.
It was a great event though.
It was.
But we won't say what it was.
We won't say what it was.
I gotta be careful of this one. She's always giving out like
Information. Sorry, Kai.
that camera's gonna be on you for a hot minute.
It's a good thing I like what I see.
Right. They
It's
just
a
like
good thing I like what I see.
back and
Otherwise it would be not so fun.
Yep.
And then we've got Valentine's week coming up. Starting February 9th here in the studio. We have some incredible guests, incredible lineup. We got Natasha Graziano. I always wanted to do
this
this.
is,
Natasha Graziano.
this is
What?
Valentine's Day.
Valentine's week.
Valentine's
Day. We've
What's up,
got
babe? Wait,
Allie
wait.
Webb and Adrian Kaler. And then we've got our good friend Kimmy Seltzer coming in to give us some love advice because Lord knows I need it. And
I can always use it. Kimmy Seltzer's coming back
really,
in.
you need it? You don't need it.
I don't need it.
Yeah, you seemed pretty confident yesterday. You were like, if she doesn't want to do this, so she's not for me. And you seem pretty like,
I think it comes from being an only child. It's just
Really?
like, yeah, like
I think
you
so.
get used to setting your own boundaries and priorities.
I think so.
And so like it gets real, how should I say, for lack of a better word, abrasive.
Yeah,
When
I
people
think
try to
so.
like schedule your day for you.
Well, not scheduling.
Like, Kyle, come to this. I don't want
wasn't
to. Come to
scheduling.
this. I'm not going.
wasn't scheduling your day. I was just asking if you would go.
It's a bit more than an ask.
I was like, please come.
That's way more than a please come. That's like you will be dead to me if you don't
I
go.
didn't say dead to me.
I will complain for hours if you don't go.
I didn't say. Oh, well, I guess I was.
I'll hold it
complaining a
against you
little
if you
bit.
don't go.
Do you remember what I told you after this? After what I said? Like, what did I say? I said I talked to my aunt and she said that I was coming off a little bratty.
Yeah.
I didn't think I was that bratty. Andy, do you think I was
You
bratty
should rewatch
yesterday?
it. Don't you love rewatching episodes?
I do. I watch episodes every
You should
day.
rewatch yesterday's.
I did.
Did you get a little brat from it?
It made me sad.
Get a little bratty from it?
No.
No bratty from it?
No. It just showed how much I cared about you. I care. Like, you can see it in my eyes because I was getting upset.
That I wasn't
I
going
didn't-
to the play?
If I didn't
You see me
care-
5 days a week.
I know. See, that's what I'm saying. It's like it showed how much I cared.
Eh,
What? I told you this yesterday. I said it's not
don't
a
get fooled. Don't get
No,
fooled.
it's not.
She doesn't want to go alone.
That too, but it's not codependency. It's just that I
And she's
enjoy you that
obligated
much.
to go.
Oh, I'm not. Are we gonna like?
This isn't like a true love story.
What's
This is Michelle has to go because she feels guilty because she didn't go to the other
I
thing.
didn't say it was true
and she doesn't want to go alone because it's 85,000 miles south. That's what's really going on.
I didn't say it was true love.
That's the only thing that's going on
I
here.
didn't say it was true love.
Who knows?
It's like you're
Tijuana?
going. It's like you're going. It's like you're going towards Manhattan Beach.
Puerto Vallarta.
Shut up, guys. No. So that's that way.
The
for
studio's
me.
north of
wait,
everything.
Maybe.
The studio's north of everything.
The plan is for me to go tomorrow. At least that's the plan.
You gonna go? You wanna go?
Oh.
I got the Persia thing before the play.
Oh. Well, how long do you think you're gonna? How long are you hanging out with Persia?
Maybe I can kick it to 2. Well, I wanted you to come to the thing.
Oh, yeah, of course.
So she can meet you.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Do you want to come?
Oh, that's a good point.
That's a good idea.
This is our White House.
Still learning the tricks of the trade from the great Andy Waldman.
The Wizard of Oz.
The Wizard of Oz.
Mhm.
The Wizard of
The Wizard of Studio Place.
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Whoa, whoa,
I
whoa.
want to see.
Do you want to see the video from yesterday? Is it on the iPad?
No, don't switch. What are we gonna say?
The video of me like holding on for dear life. You took it off. It's so funny. It's in recently deleted. I was like, can't believe you posted that to Instagram. I was like, I look ridiculous, but let's take a look at it. You want to take a look?
We got a good family here, guys. You will see on Valentine's Day week that all the people that come in because of the good family here.
I'm looking.
Got the Grazianos, we got the Lorsches, we got the Webbs, the Kuzminas, the Hales, and the Hopes.
Recently deleted. Yeah, there it is. Wait,
Michelle
why is it? It's not.
Shout out to
connect-
Cole Tag as well. Great voice and catchy as hell. That guy.
Which one do I cook? Apple TV.
He's a very catchy voice. I don't know if you guys have heard that running
Okay.
song.
Ready to take a? Should we take a look at this?
Coming at you with
There we go.
a smile.
I mean,
This is yesterday.
this is yesterday, and then I said I love you, and then I'm like, oh, he said it back.
Yeah.
And then you're talking about your ears. You have big ears.
I have
Or
small ears.
Oh, right. Sorry, small ears. And I was like, you do? You're just like I just like can't eat. And I'm just laughing everything you say.
Am I yawning on television?
Look. No, this isn't. We weren't filming yet.
Oh, this is BTS.
Yeah. Was this after the show? I think it's after or before. Before. I can't even remember.
I think this is before.
No, it was
Because I still
before.
have the earpiece in.
Look. I'm like, loving you is easy because you're Kyle True. And you're like, aw, thanks. Wait. Look how like I'm leaning in closer and closer, and you're just like, get away. Look. So close. Look. Oh my God, I can't let go.
Look at Missy.
That's ridiculous.
You love yourself a hug, don't
Look
you?
at that. That's insane. I'm like holding on for dear life.
Little baby Mish.
Pause it? I'm not pausing on that. That's embarrassing. Yes,
What's
it
that?
is.
Do you see how much you have, Michelle?
It looks like I'm
Your
in love
heart is as
with
big
you.
as the studio.
I know, that's true. Aw. No, it
That's
just makes
what's going
it look
on.
Like I'm in love with you.
She hugs everyone that she loves that way.
That's true. I don't know everyone.
I don't know about everyone, but
Yeah.
I've seen you hug Andy that way.
Yeah, I hug everyone.
Yeah, I've seen you hug
that's true.
Natasha that way.
Yeah, that's true.
Eyes closed.
I love Natasha, but I don't think Natasha and I have hugged like that.
No?
I don't know. I just like I'm a hugger.
You're a hugger.
Let's see.
Shout out to the best coworker over here.
Oh, thanks, Kai. You're pretty great yourself.
Thanks.
Oh, wait, like look at that. What is going on here?
A little baby Mish.
I mean, look like you're trying to get out. You're like trying to duck under my arm. Look. I'm getting a double tap. Look, double tap. Double tap. Wait, look.
There she is.
Ah,
Get the double tap? Yeah.
A very special guest in the building, Miss Marissa Gold.
Let's do it.
We're excited to ask her about yesterday's fiasco, right?
Did you see yesterday's episode, Marissa?
I heard about it.
Did you really?
Oh, you heard about it? Did you see
yeah.
the video of me like basically making love to Kyle's arm?
Okay.
What's that? Oh wait, wait.
Marissa Gold, Life 2.0. This
Yeah.
is like a dating specialist / life coach that we're going to be on. She's been on a couple times.
She does the whole like
The enchilada.
The whole like
The whole enchilada.
Yeah, sure. Okay, I was trying
The
to figure out.
cheese,
I was trying to figure out what I was gonna say, but
The flour bread, the
All right,
beans.
this was yesterday. I'm playing it. Nothing's
moldy.
happening. Nothing's happening. Oh wait, there we go. There we go. Like, look at the hug. The hug. It's like love and you. Like, don't let go. Don't let go. Don't let go. Like, you're double tapping me. It's pause. It's pause. What, Andy? You're making me embarrassed. Like,
Aw.
I mean, yeah. There's a lot of love there. Yeah. Oh, he wants you to see like how much I love Kyle Trueblood. And he's like, yeah, I know. I know, he's ducking out of it. He's like, how do I get out of this? I know, when I saw that, I was like,
To be honest, to be fair, what's really
I feel
happening
like
here is
I'm all blushy now.
no, I'm top heavy. Like, I'm much bigger than Michelle. So if I lean over too much, this chair is toppling over. So I'm trying to actually like center my weight.
You know what I should? You know what I should get now is I should get one that says I'm not in love with Kyle Trueblood.
There you go.
Not that we're not dating. It's just like I'm not in love. Anyway.
No, there's a lot of love here.
There's a lot of love there. There's a lot of love there.
That's why this show has been going on as long as it has.
I've been saying
All
like,
love.
yeah, I've been saying like, I'm super grateful for you and everyone for making my dreams come true, because this is a dream of mine. I've always wanted to host my own show and always like, and you made Charlotte come true because you stepped in and saved the day. And you've been a really good friend to me, and so that's what you got.
Yeah.
I love what Marissa said. I'm not a body language expert, but
no, honestly, I'm not. This is being a talk show host was not my dream, honestly. But I did join this because of the love in this room. There's a lot of love in this studio.
Yeah, I clearly was holding on a little too tight. But I did say you stepped, like when my best friend stepped out, you stepped in. So there's a lot of love for you.
There we go.
That way.
There we go. Shout out to the old best friend.
Wemmy,
Step your game up.
Yeah, no, she's doing great. We talked the other day. Yeah.
You talked the other day?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, she's still my best friend. Okay. But yeah, now I'm super embarrassed.
I'm a big advocate.
I was caught. How much I love you. I was like totally.
You're hilarious.
Caught.
I'm an advocate and an advocate for best friends being real best friends.
I am too.
No, like be there for the other person. Don't just be a best friend because this person fills in your gaps.
Yeah.
You got to fill in their gaps.
Yeah, for sure. I love that. I'm not a body language expert, but but see,
no, literally, like look, this chair will tip over.
You were leaning away from me.
No. I'm trying to keep my like center of gravity here.
Kyle. This is why this
is that why that works? Okay.
Yes, because I lean in and you now.
Okay.
Both lean in and over.
There's got to be a push to pull. There's got to be a push to pull. Okay.
We'll be right back after this.
Nice point of it.
Don't go anywhere. What's this?
If I do this, it's too loud.
So here is our Jackery. Unbox it. You want to get it charged up. You use this fantastic charger over here. This is the output over there, and it has an extra cable like this with the ability to charge it in your car. So that is really cool. So we have it all charged up. It has here, you can press on the display. You can see now that it is not drawing any power, it is not bringing in any power, and it is 99% charged, which is cool. So as you want to use all your separate things, you can turn on the little lights, and it will show you, as you can see there, that now you can draw power out of them, or you can turn them off, just like you would at home. If you want to leave something plugged in but not having it draw power, there you can turn it off. So let's have some fun and see what our Jackery can fire up. So in the past, we have used the Jackery to light up our lives with Govee. We have charged our cell phones, and we have done a few other things. But we've even lit up the Aero Garden. How amazing is that we were able to light up the Aero Garden? But today we're going to push the Jackery to the limit, and we are going to take a look at the This Works. What's this? This Works car vacuum. Awesome, very cool. And we could even take a look at Tambi used it. And how amazing is this? Oh my goodness. You can just keep on going and going and going. You can get into every little nook and cranny in your car with all of this. How awesome. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to stick it into our Jackery. Let's do it this way so you guys can see what I'm doing. Turn it on, the little light, and the display have gone on because we are about to fire this up. Thank you, Mr. Jackery. There we go. That is cool. So let's see what else we can fire up today. I mean, that is just so cool. You see, powerful vacuum, Jackery fired it up. Let's have a look at some of the other things that we can fire up today. Let's see. Here we go. So let's try the Levoit air purifier. I mean, this is a high power drawing item, I think. I would imagine so. It's not something that you would generally plug into this little power port here. Amazing. If this works, you know how incredible this must be. So not only is the Jackery used when you are camping or exploring the world in your RV or your car, the Jackery can also be your backup power source for a disaster. Disaster preparedness. The Jackery is definitely something that you'd want to have in your home. And like, God forbid there is something and the air is not pure and now you're stuck in your home, you've got no power, you can't put your air purifiers on. If there's a huge amount of dust in the air, or if there's a big like we are in California, there could be a huge earthquake, will bring up a lot of dust, but you obviously want to still keep your lungs protected. Let's see if the Jackery not only will give us power, but will also save lives. So plug it in over here. We'll turn it on. And you can see, let's actually put this up a little bit because you'll be able to see the lights. So let's put that, try and see if you can see that there. This all in the name of, okay, there we go. So the little light is on. We have the, did you see that? Okay, turn it on. Let's turn on the light so you guys can see. There we go. That is it. So we have our Levoit that is powered up. You can see the lights are on over there. And this is thanks to our Jackery. How incredibly powerful is this tiny little box. That is amazing. So these are the cool things that we can do thanks to our Jackery. Oh my goodness. Look at that. This powerful little thing can do all of that. So here is our Jackery. Unbox it. You want to get it charged up. You use this fantastic charger over here. This is the output over there. And it has an extra cable like this with the ability to charge it in your car. So that is really cool. So we have it all charged up. It has here, you can press on the display. You can see now that it is not drawing any power, it is not bringing in any power, and it is 99% charged, which is cool. So as you want to use all your separate things, you can turn on the little lights and it will show you, as you can see there, that now you can draw power out of them, or you can turn them off just like you would at home. If you want to leave something plugged in but not having it draw power, there you can turn it off. So let's have some fun and see what our Jackery can fire up. So in the past, we have used the Jackery to light up our lives with Govee. We have charged our cell phones, and we have done a few other things. But we've even lit up the Aero Garden. How amazing is that?
Welcome back to Good Day Live. If you're just new to the show, I'm Michelle Perez, along with two wonderful people. We got Mr. and the lovely Marissa. Thanks for having me. Star and creator of the show Life 2.0. Welcome back to the show.
Thank you. Thanks for having me back.
Right?
You know, it's so funny. Actually, I think it's more than that.
Wait,
Yes, it is.
I think it's more
fourth.
than that. I think it's 4th.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
And one of these times, we're gonna keep a scoreboard, and then like at the end of the year, I want to know who comes on here the most as your most frequent guest, and
You're winning.
I have a goal. I have a goal.
You're winning right now.
Yeah,
I love that. I have a goal.
I have a goal, and we're only in January, so I think I'm gonna
True.
win.
I think
Yeah,
you're gonna
True.
win.
yeah. I'm a little competitive
You're
like
leading
that,
right
so
now,
I'm leading for sure.
And we're
for
happy
sure.
that you are because there's so much to say, and we have a lot. We brought you back on because we have a lot to talk about. Yesterday there was a lot of debate.
Oh yeah.
I heard about this,
Oh wait,
yeah.
I want to know your opinion.
Well, yeah, but I feel like I need
backstory?
I feel like I need
Little
backstory,
backstory.
and I feel like I need your sides of the story
Okay.
because I
Fair.
got producers' sides,
Oh, I wanna know.
not sides, but perspective.
Perspective.
Thank
Okay,
you.
so
Thank you,
this is-
Natasha.
So,
Thank you.
So I got invited to a play.
Yes.
But I don't necessarily.
Go ahead, tell the whole truth.
Yeah, you have to tell the whole truth.
I don't necessarily want to
You
go.
can't
To,
handle
Whole
the
truth
I
and
don't
nothing but the truth.
I don't
Put your
necessarily
right
want to
hand
go to by myself because it's in San Pedro.
You don't want to go. Do you want to go? Do you not want to go, or do you not want to go by yourself?
I don't want to go by myself.
Do you not want to go?
I mean, I don't want to.
Can I ask who you were invited by?
One of my best friends, Adam.
Okay, and are
know.
there like
Yes,
romantic
you didn't-
feelings with Adam?
Oh no.
Okay.
Adam,
So
no.
Adam is in doing something in San Pedro that he invited you to.
Yes.
And you don't want to drive by yourself.
To San Pedro, no.
Okay.
What?
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, go on.
Oh Lord, I'm gonna
And-
look this way because it's a live show. This is so awkward. I'm gonna look this way because
fine.
I'm pretending I'm talking to Marissa. Hey,
It's
Marissa.
okay. This is like not my good angle. I'm
Okay.
always on that side. I'm
Oh, is
gonna
this
look.
your thing?
Yeah, that's my
You look
angle.
gorgeous.
I'm like.
You look gorgeous.
Yeah.
Everybody, I'm
You're
not
doing-
turning my body. I'm
You're
not
both
turning
doing
my
great.
body.
I don't know which
what's
side's
that?
my good side. Do I have a good side?
So okay, all right. So so I have to look this way. I'm on a live show. Okay, I can look at her. Okay. All right.
You know,
too much
like-
coming at me. There's
you
too
know-
much. I'm
She's a little
overstimulated.
flustered.
I'm
She's all staring
overstimulated
from the
because
picture.
of the photo of me
photo.
hugging Kyle. It's
Right.
making me uncomfortable.
Okay, but you're an actress, so you know when like the director is like, you have to like look that way but tease your body that
Oh,
way.
yeah,
So that's
Hold
what
on.
that's the producer's asking you to do.
Yes, I know.
There's
I
some
know.
there's some
I think
acting
I-
just direction for
Yeah,
you.
I'm not. I said I'm an actress, but I didn't say it was like an amazing one. Okay. Yeah.
Backstory.
So my friend
Yeah.
Adam, that I've been friends with forever,
Yeah.
invited me to a play
Yeah.
that I don't want to go to by myself, and
Okay.
it's in San Pedro. And Kyle said on the show that he would go with me.
Okay.
In passing.
Like, let me justify that. Okay, yes, in passing.
Said he would go with me,
Yes.
and then yesterday.
When I said yes, I did not know it was in San Pedro.
Yes, you did.
No, I did not.
Yes, you did.
I didn't know where San Pedro was. That's for sure.
Well, if it doesn't sound close, then it's not close. If you don't know
Now
where it
do you
is-
know where it
Encino
is?
doesn't sound close. It's close as hell.
I live in Encino.
Yeah.
That's a good rule of thumb, I guess.
What did you say?
Res-
know where it is, it's far.
Reseda is. I don't know where Reseda
Reseda?
is. And I'm pretty sure it's close. Do you know where it is?
No, that means it's
pretty
far.
close.
No,
Well, that's because
the
you guys
rule
don't go
here.
into the valley. That's
Yeah, we-
because
we
if you
don't.
live
I live in
over
the valley.
here, you don't go
Yeah.
into the valley
Yeah,
unless you have a reason to. So
Right.
there's like all these LA for people who are not watching. There's like all of these weird like LA traffic
yeah.
and driving things.
Yeah.
I'm like a total aberration because I drive all over the city all the time. I
Really?
love it all the time. Yeah.
That's awesome.
You don't
Any,
mind?
not at all. And any neighborhood, literally almost any neighborhood in the city, west side, east side, ocean, south, north. Yeah, I can
Really?
tell you like how to get there and like the cool spots. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Really?
restaurants. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I did grow up here, so there's that.
There's that.
But also, I like to explore.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah,
So,
yeah.
like, my favorite sandwich is in Hancock Park and
Oh.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait, where?
Yeah.
What store? What? I'm not store. What place?
Larchmont Wine and Cheese.
Oh.
Larchmont Wine and Cheese?
Yeah, in the back, the
Have you
the
had
little
Sam's?
deli.
Love Sam's.
Yeah, I'm not a huge
Wait,
fan of Sam's.
Larchmont, like right near
Like
Pink's?
on Larchmont.
Where
No, no,
Mel-
no. You know,
Melrose
like
and Larch-
Larchmont Village.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
please tell me
Yeah,
you've been to
I can-
No,
Larchmont.
yeah, of
been
course.
there,
I
yeah.
love that place.
So yeah, so like kind of like closer to the Melrose side.
Okay, okay.
And I mean, not really. It's like basically halfway in between. But
Wait,
like,
that's hilarious. She's like, please tell me you've been to Larchmont.
yeah, I
It's
mean,
a good place to be.
It is,
like-
it is.
you gotta explore it. They have a great pharmacy that has really fun gifty items. They've got some good kids stores. They've got some great boutiques.
Okay.
They have an awesome yoga studio.
I love
They've
this
got some great. They have
Greek,
a
they have a
couple.
Greek restaurant.
What?
They got a Greek restaurant over there.
They have a great Greek restaurant. They have some
Yeah.
cute coffee shops.
Oh,
yeah.
fun.
Yeah, it's a fun place. I used to work in like Mid-City Wilshire, like
Okay.
eons ago,
Okay.
and so
Eons.
because
It's
I'm
Life 2.0 over here. Eons.
eons ago.
Yeah, I like that. Eons
like
ago.
many careers ago, I worked for Ticketmaster in the Wilshire
right,
corridor.
right,
Oh, that's right. That's
Yeah,
right.
and so when I needed to like get out of that building, which was quite often, I would head over to the
It's
Lark.
good to get out of a building for sure.
Yeah.
What made you finally stop that industry work? What made you
Like
leave?
Like corporate?
Yeah.
Is that what you mean? Like
Sure.
leave
Was it
corporate?
corporate?
Well, Ticketmaster's like corporate.
I didn't know what part of
very
Ticketmaster you were
corporate.
in. Yeah,
I was on the international marketing team, so
Okay,
very
sure.
corporate.
Very corporate.
Wow.
And what?
Yeah, I remember that.
You were a nanny?
Yeah.
I was
Not
a
at the
nanny,
same
but
time
that was
as Ticketmaster.
before that.
That was before.
That was before, yeah. So that was actually, so I went to Wisconsin, and my, woo! Badgers in the house!
Oh, we're just,
And
we're
we've got lots
Wisconsin.
about, yeah, we got, yeah. I mean, I graduated a long time ago. However,
Eons ago,
Eons.
she says.
However, when I graduated, or before I graduated, I wanted to study abroad. I was going to do a year program.
Okay.
And for a number of different reasons that had to do with my major, I was told I really needed to, I could only.
What was your major again?
I was a double major in women's studies and sociology with a concentration in the effects of media on teenagers.
Wow.
Oh, that's really
and it's
interesting.
all playing back into what she's doing now.
Does that help
What's
you
that?
parent
What's
at
the
all?
question?
It was a really heavy reading and writing major, so yes, it helped
Okay.
because my skill set that I like learned then, writing like papers and the you know how like I'm a massive researcher,
Yeah.
started then.
Oh,
So yeah, so like
okay.
the skill set that I gained there, and actually like with a lot of like the social cause stuff that's going on today, yes, like I go back. But you know, the reason why I laughed is I chuckle because the second I say I was a women's studies major, people are like, "Oh my God, you're probably like a crazy feminist," and I'm
I was a
actually
women's studies major too. Just kidding.
that I was like legit.
He studied womenens studies in a different area.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you know, lots of men are. I mean, you know,
that's why they're
yeah.
so good at what they do.
I mean,
Hilarious.
yeah,
I'm
yes.
assuming.
No.
Yeah.
I'm assuming.
No,
Yeah.
but like coming back to it, you have two daughters,
Yeah.
correct?
I do.
You have two daughters, and I realized that
Two
the
teenage
usage
daughters.
of Instagram and the
Yes.
suicide rate of teenage
Has gone up.
females is literally in tandem.
It has escalated.
So did that help you
Yes.
deal with media with your younger daughters?
Well, that's a great question. Media has changed dramatically since
Yeah.
when I mean, I didn't even
Yeah.
have a phone in college. If you
Right.
could, if
Yeah,
you can
yeah, yeah.
imagine,
Right.
like literally, I graduated in '99 and got my first like Nokia flip phone.
Yeah.
So, you know, the internet was like becoming big on the college scene when I went there in 1995.
Awesome.
So it was a totally different
Yeah.
world, if you will, than
Yeah.
what my daughters are growing up in, and they are like completely electronic natives. You know,
Right,
like
right,
they've
right.
grown up on it. But I would say that like if you put me next to like the average parent of a 17 and a 14-year-old,
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I know a lot more just
Yeah.
because of what I do. I'm on all I have actual accounts on every social media site because I have to, because I feel like I have to know what's going on with them as well as like in my work life, which is mental health coaching with teens. And so I'm very much aware, and I have absolutely seen the dramatic rise in self-esteem issues, suicidal ideation, all the mental health, you know, OCD, the body image issues.
Oh my God, that's such a big.
Yeah, it's
We talked about
massive.
that
Yeah,
yesterday.
eating disorder. It, you know,
Huge.
all like it's all climbed as our social media has become more and more prolific in the lives of Native. And by the way, I just want to say this is not just a female issue.
Oh, yeah,
This is
totally.
it affects men as well. Like I work with a lot of boys and young men who have a lot of self-esteem issues, challenges. You know, and I think one of the biggest places where I've seen it is in both all genders' abilities to relate to each other and just literally have a conversation. Like we've talked about this a lot, like the ability to like meet someone organically, you know, and like talk to them, a member of like the sex, you know, the gender that you are romantically interested or invested in, and being nervous to like even talk to them, you know, whereas like in my day, you know, I don't want to sound like they know when I was shoveling snow, but you know, like we didn't have an option. Like we went to the bar and we talked to people. That was it. You
Yeah.
know, like we didn't give
Yeah.
anyone like a cell phone number to like DM us or text us later.
Or an
You know,
Instagram handle.
Like,
Well,
yeah,
so-
like
You
So
can
I'm at the
DM me
age where
at
I didn't get a cell phone until I was in like 8th grade, I think, like ninth grade.
Yeah.
And yeah, if you got a crush on a girl in your class, that was 100% a corner of your piece of paper.
Yeah.
Check yes or no.
That's
Spitball
so
it over.
cute.
Hopefully hit her in the head with it.
Wait, what? Why would you
It got weird. It got weird.
It got weird.
And my point is that
It
like
got
the
weird.
tactics that you use were just so
The tactics that you
weird.
used.
No, I think
Are so
every
weird.
guy. I think that all that went out the window, and that's probably where like we missed some of the like the fun and mentally because it's just like a text now. It's just a text.
So you miss
It's just a text
spitballing
now?
notes
I do.
at girls.
I do. Yeah. Because you know what? There was a thing there.
Just for clarity.
When you were like 11 or 12, right? Didn't you have like a guy or two picking on you, and it was because he had a crush on you, but he
Okay,
didn't know
first
how to
of all,
process his
can we-
I
feelings?
did
That's a
actually.
healthy thing.
Yeah.
That's a healthy
Can
thing.
we unpack that? Did you ever see Something Borrowed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that
Oh, yeah.
movie is so good, but
Yeah.
it starts with like the girls getting like this idea that like men like you when they are mean to you. So then
Right,
like
right,
we're like
right,
attracted to these guys that are just like, oh, I can't
Well,
give you the time
yeah.
of day, and it's like, oh, he loves me.
Yeah,
It's
at
like,
12 that works.
It's
At
so skewed.
25 is weird.
It's so skewed.
Yeah.
There are so many things I want to say, but I can't
I
because
know.
we're on live.
Can we
Okay.
divulge what happened yesterday?
Yeah, I would love to hear.
Okay,
Yes.
so this is what happened yesterday. Oh, bye, Natasha. Thank you.
Where are you
Thanks for
going?
everything. I'll call you.
She's got a giant smile on her
Manonos?
face.
She's escaping.
It's all
Woohoo!
good.
Bye,
It's all
Natasha.
good. It's all good.
See ya, Natasha.
Yeah.
Don't forget us.
Hilarious. Okay, so yesterday, so
Say hi to the A team.
then recently,
Yeah, right?
we're B team.
Yeah.
We're the B team. It's
Say hi to
okay.
your A team.
B or C team.
P.S. Your B team.
It's okay. It's okay. PS, we're lucky. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
No. Basically, what happened was, so I'm recently out of a relationship. Well, not recently. Whatever. Anyway. What? What's with the look?
Just
Okay,
keep
okay.
going.
Let me
Recently?
just like, no, it's, I mean, a
Go on,
while
just
ago.
go on,
I mean,
go
it
on.
honestly was a while ago.
Yeah.
Who am I kidding? Okay, so I got invited to go to this play, and
Yeah.
Kyle said he would go.
Yes.
Nor was.
But you said you would go.
Okay, here's what we're gonna do, because this is what, when I go into families
okay.
and there's like people
Couples
talking
therapy?
over, I'm like, okay, you're gonna sit and you're gonna have your turn to talk, but right now,
I love it.
no commentary,
interjections.
no interjections. I
Nothing.
just want to hear
Aw.
Michelle's perspective on what went down.
Co-host therapy.
You will get your turn. I promise. We want to hear you and hear what you have to say, and I want to know how you feel about it. But
Gotta give her time.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
Well, he's like, how much time do we
Okay,
have to give this
that
girl?
also means that you don't get to chastise or like instigate with him.
Okay,
Okay, go
well.
ahead. Okay.
Love the rules.
High fives,
Yeah.
High fives. Love it.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So I got invited, and we did a phone call with Adam Freed, and he called in, and Kyle was like, yeah, I'll go. And Adam said it was in San Pedro, and I was like, amazing. And
Look at, he's so badly wants to
I know,
go on
I
it.
know, I know,
He's
I know.
like, okay, go on.
okay, so then I messaged. So I asked Kyle yesterday, yesterday or the day before, when can you go to the play? And he wrote OMG, LOL. And I was like, is that a no? And he goes, do I have to? Like, kind of. And then he was just like, and I said, you said you would go. And then he kind of like, I don't know, he said some other stuff that I didn't really pay attention to. And then I said, okay, honestly, you really don't have to go if you don't want to go. And then he said, no, I'll go. And I said, you want me
Keep
to get
going.
through
No,
the text?
no.
Okay. And I said, great. So what works for you? I was like, does February 5th work for you? And then Kyle kind of went quiet after that. And then I started thinking, okay, I was really offended as a friend that he said he would go, and then he's not going to go. And
Okay.
then I started thinking, if I were dating Kyle,
Yes.
how would I really feel? Because I was
Yes.
so offended.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, this is a really good topic of conversation. And then I was just like, imagine if I was like dating Kyle, like, because, you know, he talks about, well, you don't
Yeah.
really talk about your dating life. But anyway.
Yeah. But it's a
and-
good scenario.
Yeah,
to,
I was like,
think
if I
about.
was dating Kyle, like, and this is new, and I've never asked Kyle to go anywhere really like this before.
Yeah.
And and he said, it's not healthy to say, like, to come ask you to come with me, or you to ask me to come with you when I don't want to go. And then I said, oh, but you said you would go. And then you were like, it's not healthy to do things that you don't want to do, and then it sets this precedence in relationships that you're going to do stuff like that you don't want to do. And then I was just thinking, like, if I were dating this person, it would be over, especially if it was in the beginning.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so that was
So that's
just
your perspective.
my perspective.
Okay, Kyle.
Hey guys.
I just want to say thank you for letting Michelle have her time.
100%.
Now it's your time, and now you have to. Yeah.
I don't know if I agreed to say yes that many times, Your Honor. But I do remember her saying, do you want to go to a play? And I was like, yeah, sure, sounds great. Didn't know it was like 80 miles away. I didn't know it wasn't technically a play. I didn't know it was all just monologues. There's no fictional story here. I didn't know it was taking place on a Sunday during playoffs. There was a lot of criteria that I agreed to. The lesson learned here is that don't say yes to anything unless you know all the specifics. Yes? No?
That's definitely a piece of it, but I have other things to say. But
sure. Now, getting to where I was like just adamant on saying no was because, again, I just feel like it's a healthy thing for like to at least express how you feel. Like, don't just swallow how you feel for the sake of someone else's comfort. I think that's just like gonna build resentment over time. So like express how you feel, let them hear you fully, and then go from there. Now, once I let her hear me fully and heard how much she didn't care, it gave me the reaction of like standing firmly on my decision because she was like, no, that's not fair. And I'm like, well, hold on. Now it feels like you're trying to tell me what to do. And I'm an only child, so nobody puts baby in a corner, you know? So, you know, it was a reactionary kind of a circumstance, but ultimately, I think I'm going now.
Oh.
I don't know.
But he's not happy about it.
I don't want her driving alone. I don't want her driving on the highway alone at 8 o'clock at night. It's not that big a deal on a Thursday, also. And I would want, I don't know him that well, but I would want people to come and support my play.
Oh, look at you. You're such a good person.
I don't know about that.
He's a good dude.
The crux of it, though, you tell her that your policy is that you don't want to go, you don't go.
If I don't, no, that's true. That's
what?
true. I'm literally
like in a relationship.
But then you said you were like, okay, so in a relationship, I'm like.
That's how this all. Sorry, I know this is.
No, it's okay.
I'm trying to get back to the point of it. Yeah.
But this is how it all started because it was like hypothetically.
Well, right. I was going to say that I think that where it probably went off the rails was you asked him in a friendship ask.
Yeah, of course.
But then you, for the sake of the show and for the conversation, you said, well, if we were dating, how would it change this?
Yeah.
And I have totally different reactions for both of those.
Oh, let's hear it.
Yeah. Okay. So go ahead. But I want Kyle to finish.
If I was dating, I would still be the same way.
Okay.
And that is like a big red flag to most women, but like again, I like to flip the scenario around. Like, okay, like if I was asking you to go to something you didn't want to go to, would you voice it? I hope you would. I hope you would voice it. I hope you would say, I don't want to go to that. I don't like it. Okay, great. I'll call Nick. He'll come with me, and I'll see you afterwards.
But my thing was if we were dating, I want to, and especially it's in the beginning, I want to spend all my time, not all my time, but most of the time in the beginning. And if the girl was asking, because I was getting ready, I was like, oh, this is a good topic for the show. I asked Kyle, he said yes, and then he was like, no. And then I was like, ooh, if we were dating, I would be really, really, really offended because it's the first thing I asked you ever to come with me, and you're like, I don't want to go. And then I take it as let's get back to that. It's not want to go with me.
The first thing you asked me to is a social obligation. That in itself gives me more reason to say no, because it's a social obligation. This isn't something you even want to do. It's the first thing I ever asked you to. It's like, it's a social obligation. Like, you don't even want to go to this.
We got to unpack a lot here. There's so much in here.
No, because I know it's not like a fun activity. You didn't ask me to go to Six Flags. You asked me to sit in a crowded theater and watch people say words.
You're an actor. That's what you do.
To be clear, Marissa, he said that this was a first date situation.
Yeah, first date. Well, first time that the woman would ask the man.
First date.
Yes.
First date, period.
Well, this isn't
If he doesn't want to go, if it's something that he doesn't want to do,
he won't do it.
Oh, no. On a first date, I will.
What?
On a first date, if you watched the episode yesterday, I said on a first date.
He said on a first date he would.
I
but
would.
As friends.
First of all, on a first date, you should be setting it up. I'm sorry, I am old-fashioned.
Yeah, 100%.
If you've asked her out on a first date, you're
yeah. Right. If she's like suggesting something on our first date, clearly I'm not into it anyway because I haven't suggested anything.
Yeah.
You know.
But I thought I understood that I know people are gonna be like, that's so anti-feminist. I'm like, I actually am pro women. I just I'm very old-fashioned that way. Yes. However, I will say that if the woman does ask the man out, then I think you decide together. Yeah. But I was under the impression from yesterday's show, and again, I heard the perspectives of the producers, but I was under the impression from a dating perspective that this is like, you've gone on a few dates, you have expressed interest in each other, you're spending time together, and the woman says, I would love to take you, let's go to San Pedro to see my friend in a play, and it's the first time that woman has said to the man, okay, so is that,
that was the scenario that we were going with.
Okay.
Yeah, that was that's why I was saying I was offended as a friend, but I was like, oh, but if I were dating, I'd be really offended.
Okay,
so offended that I would maybe end the relationship.
Okay, so let's start with the friendship scenario. C'est la vie. Oh, well, that is, let's unpack that. We will, yeah. So, first of all, from a friendship perspective, I would say that there are times where you don't have to do things that you really truly don't want to do, but if you are truly very close friends and it was presented listen, this is something that I do have to do to support one of my friends, and I don't want to drive myself, and here, and you express some of the reasons why, and it's not just a flat out, will you come with me? And that, to Kyle's point, he needs to have all of the details, right? Had you presented it and said it's on a Thursday or it's on a whenever it is, I recognize that it's you taking 3 to 4 hours out of your day or even more, but I don't want to drive by myself. We'll have fun. Maybe we can go hit a bar before or after. So it'll be time for us to spend together too. I feel like that's received better.
I got it.
Right? As opposed to just being right. And so communication, right? We all need to do better communicating between partners, whether it's friendship or relationships. So that's, and I think also especially in friendships, you need to know how your friends receive their communication.
How do you do that?
You have to pay attention to them, and you have to understand emotions, and you have to be able to read. And this is one of the things that a lot of teens and a lot of young adults and even older adults have a hard time doing, because we haven't learned how to understand our own emotions, let alone of the people around us. So I can look at your faces right now and read, because this is what I do, kind of where you're at emotionally. So I can do what we call read the room, and I can actually respond accordingly, right? That's one of the things that I teach the kids and the teens I work with to do, because it's like a lost art. Right? And as a result, what happens is we get into these things, I see it all the time with my daughters who are, at the dating age, and they'll say something, the older one, not the younger one, she's 14. God please. I'm not dating yet.
Not yet.
Just a few more years, Jesus.
Not yet.
Just a few more years.
But my older one, I see it happening semi-frequently, even with her friendships with guys, where they say something and it's just, first of all, intonation is lost, emotions are lost, facial expressions are lost, body language is lost, all of that. And so as a result, we just don't respond appropriately. We don't receive it the way that it's meant to be received. We then put it back out into the world in a way that probably isn't the best for everyone. Right. So that's for starters, right? But that's communicate based on what you know about the event, etc. Okay, that's friendship, right? Okay. Romantically speaking,
let's get to the romance.
Romantically speaking, I am a firm believer that if you are even in the beginning stages of a potential partnership where there is genuine interest, which sounds like that's the situation you've set up, 3-4 dates in, you've expressed an interest. You probably haven't pulled yourself off the dating apps. You probably haven't stopped talking to the 5 other people you're talking to yet. 5, 10, whatever. 10. But
Marissa's busy.
I interviewed the Bad Kiss girls the other day, and they were like, "You got to have your people on the bench," and they were introducing. It was so fun. It was really a fun interview.
Especially women. Women can have a team.
I can't.
No, it can be fun. It can also be totally overwhelming. But the point is, whoever you are expressing, that interest in, and you are trying to build something with, it's about compromise and it's about flexibility and sometimes doing things you don't want to do, right? To spend time with that person. And I do think, like, if there is something that is an activity that is so egregious to you, right? Like, I personally, I am not going to have fun sitting in a bar, like, watching 4 hours of football and drinking beers. That's like not my thing, right? Now, if you take me to a cidery and there's like a TV on in the back, but there's also like fun games and things to do, like, I'm in, right? So it depends what it is, and I think you need. But again, that goes back to the communication. Like, I think that if you had said, like, yes, we're going to go to this show and it's going to be 90 minutes, but we're going to get time in the car together and we can have fun and we can talk about the show and things we can do and we can maybe hit a bar or have dinner afterwards.
I just figured that was like.
What?
He's like, I would have went. That was the case.
If that was the case.
Me too, 100%.
But
like,
I think I'll bring it back to, I think, like, the big thing there is.
Buy his ticket.
Oh, that was nice. That was very nice.
I wasn't gonna make him spend $30.
Yeah,
$30 for a 50-seat theater.
But I said I wouldn't make him pay.
But look, you're supporting the arts. Someone is getting up on stage.
Right.
There's I mean, come on, you know what this is like. There's production.
Yes.
There's people that are behind the scenes.
Yep.
There's
you know
what it's like, and like we have to support the people that are exhibiting their craft. And I think like that's whether you're going to something that's on Broadway or something that's at a small theater. Like there's a level of production that goes into it. Yes.
I would say that I was definitely down to go until I found out how far it was. Like, if you're playing in Sherman Oaks, you're playing in WeHo. I'm there, 100%.
So here's the thing about that, and
Easy.
Careful with that statement.
No, I'm serious. That's way easier.
Well,
that's a whole 2
careful
hours.
with that statement.
That's taking 2.5 hours out of the obligation itself.
Coming back again, you're going again.
Yeah, but if I see it the first time, I have to see it the second time. Oh, that's fine. I saw him once. I didn't know this person. Can we start there? I have met this person.
No, but here's the thing. But here's the thing.
30 minutes tops.
But Kyle,
I don't even know his last name.
But Kyle, you're getting caught up in the wrong details.
Well, it's not. Totally is. I've seen him on video.
You're not. It's not about him. It's not even about the activity. It's about spending time with the person that you're romantically trying to invest in. And right. So like I have friends that have gone to like a show at what's it called? The Performing Arts Center in Orange County.
Oh wow.
Like on a date, right?
That's a 2 hour.
Yeah, like on a date. Like and here's the thing, like they looked at it as time together. Now, I remember saying to one of my friends, it was a date really early on, and I was like, what if you get in the car and 10 minutes later, you're like, I can't stand this guy, and then you're stuck with them.
Isn't that good to know?
Yeah, but that's, you don't want to be stuck with someone. You don't want to be stuck with
30
someone.
30 minutes into the drive, you realize you're not meant for each other.
No,
You got another hour
but that's why I clarified and said you're 3 to 4 dates in, and you've expressed interest in each other. So it gives you that opportunity to really spend some quality time together. I do hear what you're saying, that you shouldn't have to do things you don't want to do.
100%.
And that you should be able to speak your truth and you should be validated, and that's all an important part of building a healthy relationship.
Absolutely.
However, I also think what can sometimes trump that is putting yourself second to the person that you're in a relationship with. Like a partnership, a real partnership that's going to go the distance and that's going to be really strong and last beyond, go through the trials and tribulations of different careers and children and all these things. Like it is 100% compromise. 100%. And it is like sometimes you're having a great day and loving your life, and sometimes your partner is.
Right.
And you support each other through that. Right. And if you can't do that and sometimes know that you're doing something you don't like, but it's okay for your partner, it's not, that relationship will not last.
Isn't there a give and take? Isn't there like a balance to it? Like sometimes you should say no and sometimes you should say yes.
Yes,
but in the beginning,
I'm saying yes.
In the beginning, it to me as somebody who, if I was romantically into you, or we were dating, I would take that as a huge red flag, because it's like this person only wants to do things according to his time and schedule.
I don't know that I would. I don't know that I would draw.
Because that's a blanket statement based on one circumstance.
That's a pretty blanket statement to have a red flag for. I think for me that would be a yellow flag. That would be like
I can get on board with yellow flags,
like that would be like.
I got 20 yellow flags in my trunk right now. Kidding me?
But it was so early into the relationship, in again, hypothetically in my head, I wouldn't want to go on another.
Here's why I'll say you have to be careful about that, right? Like, maybe
Wouldn't you cut it off in the beginning? Like,
I wouldn't, and I'll tell you why.
Right.
Because like maybe that person, I know, because maybe Kyle. Let's just say that it right, just for the sake of ease.
and
Like
Kyle.
maybe Kyle was like is the kind of person who like gets really nauseous in car rides that are like over 45 minutes, and he hasn't told me that yet because we haven't been an opportunity where he would, and that's like an embarrassing thing for him.
Totally, but he
Right?
just
So
didn't
like,
wanna go.
yeah, but so again, so that would be an opportunity for him to say to you, listen, I would
Why?
love to support you, but I'd really have a hard time in really extended car rides, and so I'd rather we did something in town. I'd love to see you, but I'd rather we did something in town.
I want to piggyback on that.
You please.
She's just like, there's
Just
so much
to-
under the two of them.
Just
I
to
can't.
be
They
for-
need therapy.
for
Together,
genders-
yeah, totally.
For ge- for-
Co-host therapy?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
For gender's sake,
Yeah.
don't we just accept the fact that like, if a man were to suggest an activity,
Yeah.
I think it's a very high probability that if that is not something catered to the woman, if it's for him, he's like, I have this, it's 2 months into the relationship, he has an activity that he likes. It's not picked out for her. And he's like, come with me to this.
Yeah.
I would totally
I
be
think
down.
it's a 60 to 70% chance that woman goes,
Yeah. I've
probably
done that.
not.
I've done that.
Exactly. And the man doesn't even bat an eyelash. He's like, okay, fine. But if the woman
Eyelash.
also expresses, I don't want to do that, but I do want to see you, the man's like, okay, cool, I'm gonna go do this. I'll see you afterwards, or I'll see you the next day.
Yeah, but
or-
I think there's also something to be said for having new experiences and having fun in
Sure.
a partnership.
But how many
right?
times do women say no?
Yeah, well,
More often than
listen,
not.
I think it depends on the woman. I think it depends
Yeah.
on their level, their self-esteem, their self-confidence,
Totally.
their
But didn't you say
if they
you-
have a lot of friends. I think there's so many factors that you guys are not quite taking into account for
sure,
this
for sure.
conversation that really do play into this decision.
Yeah.
You know, like the other day I was asked to go on a date, and it was a first date. It was a guy I'd been talking to for a while. It was a first date. He wanted to go, and I had expressed the fact that like I love to go dancing. It's something that I think is really fun.
cute.
So he wanted to take me to like this club
So
on the
fun.
first date. No.
Club.
Club. First
Oh, a
date.
techno club? Yeah.
No, not a techno club, but a club.
You
Loud,
gotta- if you want to
obnoxious.
dance, you gotta go like a salsa learning thing.
No,
or
it's just
something.
not like it's not where you go
Right.
for a first date. Plus, I have a policy that I only do coffee or a glass of wine as a first date. That's just flat. I don't deviate.
No, that's
I
smart.
don't
That's
deviate.
smart.
But so I said
Men
it
should
to
do that
him.
also, yeah.
I said to him, I was like, listen, actually, where he wanted to go was literally right next door to one of my favorite like outdoor wineries. And so I said, I was like, you know what, why don't we do this? Why don't we go here, have a glass of wine, and if I'm feeling it, like, and there's like, you know, chemistry, then we'll go next door and we'll dance. But I don't want to start there because like you can't even hear each
I was
other.
gonna say,
That's true. That's
you can't
It's
get
like
to
such
know
a
each other.
bad place
It's
to have
just-
a first date.
It's all groping. It's all groping.
Yes,
That's it.
exactly, totally.
Oh, what did he say?
Oh, he said no.
Oh, interesting.
He said no?
Yeah, he didn't flat out say no, but he said so after I responded back to him and
What?
said, here's what I would like to do, which incorporated his thing, by the
Yeah,
way.
yeah.
He
That's why I'm so
responded
shocked.
and said to me, well, actually, I really want to go dancing, so let's maybe do something another time, and then whatever. And I was like, okay, fine. And then the next day I texted him and was like, yeah, no, sorry,
No.
goodbye.
Yeah, no, and I think that's smart because what
Yeah,
he's
that to me was
basically
a red
saying-
flag.
Yeah.
But what he's saying is like that's not even
There's
like,
no compromise
There's
there.
no compromise
Right.
Well, that's kind of like
And
what
it was
you
such
said.
an easy
Kind of what you
compromise.
said.
What?
But you were really sweet. You were sweet about it too. You were just saying like, you were like, I don't want to go. And then Kyle actually, can I share this?
What? Yeah, sure.
Oh.
He doesn't
I don't know
even
if you can.
remember.
I don't even know if you can share this, but go on.
You were like, you sent me a text message and you were like, I feel a little guilty for saying no.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, it's okay. You really
That's
don't.
empathy.
I was like, you really don't have
Yeah.
to go. But I was kind of.
You're
Well,
I was
pissed.
kind of pissed.
Yeah.
Yeah, as a friend. But
I've
it was
heard
okay.
a lot that you like your driving gives you anxiety.
Yeah.
So
it
as a
does.
friend,
It does.
now it's like it
Yeah.
turns on its head and it's like, well, now you're gonna let her drive all the way down to San Pedro by herself. Because I was thinking like, well, if I say no and then she doesn't go, then that's good.
Or it's like, how badly do you feel if God forbid something happens,
Right,
right?
Yeah.
Like that's
At
like
least
where
you don't
that's
harm
my
it.
anxious mind goes
Yeah,
to
yeah.
that place. Like if I say no and I don't do it, and then God forbid something
an accident or
happens,
something.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think
was
I
really
think this is like it's a sticky situation
It is.
because with the way that you guys talked about it yesterday, you didn't really give all of the details that would have helped to have a more meaningful exchange that would have also, I think, had a really productive end result where
Yeah.
there would have been compromise. But I think,
both don't
but
go.
generally speaking,
right.
generally speaking,
Yeah.
like if all of the, what's the word that I'm looking for? Like the details of the date were doable. You know, like if it was in town, maybe it was somewhere you didn't, like if it was a play in town and you didn't really want to see her friend in a play, but it was in town, then I would be like, why didn't you just say yes? You know, like I get that like the driving and going to San Pedro threw you a little bit. Now, see, for me, I'd be like, game on. Because I'm like, yeah, we can go explore San Pedro. We can go walk around Long Beach. Like there's so many fun things down there that I don't normally go and hang, you know. But again, that's the kind of person I am. I love going and doing things. Like I love LA because I can be in the mountains in an hour. I can be at the beach.
For me, it was also like I'm not exactly just free. I have two other jobs and I'm also in post for a movie. On top of the talk show, so it's like the 2 days I have free. I don't want to go to San Pedro to watch somebody talk a monologue.
But this is all part of the conversation, right? It's not as simple as I don't want to go with you.
Correct.
Right?
It has nothing to do with me not wanting to go with her.
Right, and I think if you had actually said, listen, I have a lot of things going on. Here's some of them. And so it's not that easy for me to do this. But I don't, as a friend, if you want me to go with you, I will figure out how to make it work. But it's not my first choice. So if you
kind of say that, she kind of did just like throw that out the window. But
I mean, I did only because, like you said, you would go. Like I wouldn't say you would go if like you didn't know.
So you got stuck on the. He said he would do it, and then he pulled. So and I will say that to me is a red flag when I am setting something up with someone. And we make a commitment, which doesn't sound like there was a true, real commitment here. In full transparency.
Obviously, there's no
full transparency. You didn't give me a date or where it was.
So I did.
I agreed to just go, but I didn't know it was on this date.
I guess
this
my
far.
thing is, if we look,
then you shouldn't agree without having all the information, which you said.
If we look back at our tapes from episode 1, like I am very much, and I learned this from like my dad and my mom, like. Don't say yes unless you know, like
what you're saying yes to.
And Andy, I've struggled with this with Andy with some events. Like I'm like I don't want to say yes because I don't know. Like, and I don't ever want to be that person where it's like I don't want to be like saying yes.
You're gonna get a bunch of I don't knows from now on. I'll tell you that.
But there's also
I don't know is better than listen. I don't know is better.
No say.
No, but I don't know is better than like okay. For example, I told you this the other day. I was like I would do so much better with a probably not than a maybe. Like because a maybe.
So these are the things you need to know about each other.
Yeah.
But see, like she's talking about what works for her.
Yeah.
Well, what works?
It's nothing about what works for me.
Well, but she's saying all she's saying is if I invite you to do something and you can't give a definitive yes or no, just say probably not.
If I go to someone, you want to go to this? They go, yeah, awesome. It's on these dates. Oh, sorry, can't go.
But we're not talking. But here's the thing: we're not talking about anyone else. We're talking about the two of you and how you communicate to each other.
But I'm talking about like just like a standard practice.
How would you rather somebody ask you to?
If I invite someone to something and I don't give them specifics, and then I do give them the specifics, and they're like, "Oh, sorry, I can't." I'm not gonna hold it against them. I'm not gonna say, "Oh, you did this wrong." Clearly, I didn't give you all the information at first, and you agreed because you probably figured.
I do agree with that. Like, if you don't have all the information,
then don't say yes. Don't say yes.
You asked me a yes or no question, and I said yes because obviously I want to go.
Kyle, but you not having the information, you should have said, "Give me all the information, and I'll let you know."
I honestly, if someone goes, "You want to go to this?" Yeah, I'll go. Oh, but it's on this date and this date. Can't go.
It wasn't that easy. It wasn't that easy.
I think
this is too much. This is too much.
I think that you need
people more freedom.
No,
I can't. Like this is too much. Like,
no, I think you have
to. You need to do this at this point.
No,
it's like,
no, nobody's saying you need to do anything. No, Kyle.
You committed. You committed.
Nobody's saying you have to do anything.
I did commit to a basic plan, and when the specificity came out, I uncommitted, which is natural. I think that's normal.
Okay. Totally fine. I think for me as a friend, I do better. Like, don't say yes if you know it's probably going to be a no.
And I will tell you.
If no's hurt you that much, then give all the specifics at first, so you don't get a basic yes.
How about this? If I give you if in the future, if this happens again, say, hey, I'd love to go. However, can you let me know everything before?
You're gonna get maybes for the rest of your life.
Okay.
But I will also say, like, women's perspective.
Hey, Kai, you want to go to coffee?
We'll see.
Wait, maybe.
I mean,
I might be dead later in the afternoon.
Maybe.
See, that's good though. That's good.
I got the play.
We'll
I gotta go to the play.
Wait, no, I'll go.
I gotta go to the play.
Wait, hold on.
I gotta go to the play. I can't commit. We just went over this.
I will say.
I can't commit.
I will say
I do.
What I love about Kyle,
yeah.
What I love about Kyle is that he's such a good friend, and he wrote back like how he felt about like how he felt bad about saying no,
Yeah.
and then I wrote back.
There was empathy.
Because there was a lot of love and appreciation and respect, and I felt bad, and then I later texted him and I was like, I don't ever want to make you do something you don't want to do, and I was like, I don't want you to hate me.
She didn't mean that though.
I did mean it.
Well,
because if I hadn't said, okay, thanks for sharing, not going.
Yeah, but you know what, you guys, I will say. So let me say a couple things. One, I do think that when you have a good friend, or you're in a relationship,
really good friend,
you sometimes do things you don't want to do, right? And if you're not capable, if you flat out have a policy of I'm not going to do what I don't want to do, I think you back yourself into a corner of saying no to a lot of like relationships.
Why'd you hit your head?
I don't know. It feels good.
Listen, we did go on one date, so that's...
We did like 2 years ago.
I don't think the two of you should date. For the record.
No. I think he's what I love.
You guys have very different views of the world,
and
what your expectations are from other people, and what you want to put out into the world. And I will tell the one thing that I will say, Kyle, from a women's perspective, and not that I'm going to speak for all women, but so I guess from my perspective, and I think a lot of women would agree that if someone said to me, yes, I would love to do that with you, and then even if I was like, oh, here are the details, and they were just like, oh, sorry, no, that would be offensive. Now, if there is a larger conversation and that person said to me, I wish I had known I can't go this Sunday, but let's do something else, then I'm like, okay, fine, that's on me. I didn't tell you it was Sunday. Right? So I do think a lot of this is coming down to how the two of you communicate with each other.
I think yes, you totally.
For sure.
He's the yang. Am I yin or yang?
I don't think whatever the black
yin to the yang.
Yeah. Total opposites. But like I think at the end of the day, there's a lot of love and respect as friends, and yes, like we see things very differently.
Yeah. I do tend to give out like
That's okay.
like how do you say?
What's this?
I give yeses. I give yeses like cookies. Like you want to do this? Yeah, for sure.
Giving cookies to everyone, Kai?
I cancel it's actually a thing. It's actually one of my faults. Like I was
gonna say that to me would be a red flag.
Yeah, no. All of my friends are like he cancels all the time. I cancel all the time.
Are we done?
Wait, what? No, that was good.
Yeah, that is a red flag.
Yeah. Which is fine. It is. That's a bumpable of mine.
The question I would be asking is like, that's a little bit of like a selfish behavior to always put yourself, like if you don't want to do something all of a sudden, like if you do make a commitment to someone, you got to do it.
All my best friends can say that. Like, no.
Yeah.
I'll ask them to meet for a bagel, and like I'll ask them to meet at 12, and at 11:45 I'll get a text. Sorry, I can't make it.
Yeah, I don't know.
You do that to them?
I've done it.
Yeah. No, like 15 minutes before, that's not cool.
I'm very much. I'm all that.
But then why do you?
Because something happens.
Turn it down. This is good.
No kidding. It'll be like I got a call from
15 minutes before?
No, not 15. That's a little dramatic. But like an hour before, I'll be like, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, I can't make it. And something will happen. It's not like I don't feel.
Oh my God, I actually saw the funniest advertisement for an app about this. Really? Like, come on. We're getting played off. You don't get to hear about the app.
Wow, this has been fun.
Listen, it's been fun.
It's been fun.
We'll continue the show without you guys. Wherever you are, find a good your day. Remember, my thank you, Miss Marissa Gold.
Thank you for having me. I'll be back. Be back. Life 2.0.
Big guests in the lead.
We need 2 of these, Andy.
Yeah.
You wanna like have me?
Yeah, you can just hit me with it. It's
No, I'm
fine.
not gonna hit you. I love you too much.
Did we get anywhere?
I think we just.
Fashion forward, passion, you know it. Attraction,